Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today we will see how to convert any circular tablecloth or bed sheet, whatever you have in your stash, to a circle skirt. So if you want to see, at least I want to show how I did it. I took, of course, reference from some videos which I will attach below. Before we start, quickly introducing myself, I am Pooja, and this channel is all about sewing, crocheting, and knitting. I I do a lot of crafts, and whatever I'm up to, I show on this channel. So if you are interested, do subscribe and like and give any comments you feel I can use to improve upon. And yes, with that, let's get started. So demonstrate what I'm saying. Imagine this is a circular cloth. For me it was a tablecloth. For you it could be anything. Now what we want to do is, from this you want to take out an inner circle which should be equal to your hip circumference, because I am not making any zipper or button closure. I need to make sure this circumference is equal to my hip circumference. So whatever is that amount, you take your hip circumference. So let's see, it is x. So from this x value you can find out if the circle circumference is x, then what would be the radius. And I have already put the formula on the screen. So with that radius, what you will do is you take your whatever your sample is, you do the you fold it twice. So you fold it once and then you fold it twice, and now you have a conical shape. Now whatever is your radius, you from this tip, and let's say that's r. For me it was 17 centimeters. So from here you will take 17. From then you will you measure same measurement all around this space, and this way you will get an inner circumference. Now if you cut this out and then you cut this out. Now if you open this would, so just imagine that this is a proper circle. So if you take this out then and you open it up, then this becomes a skirt for you, and you make a belt which goes around this. So this is a quick demonstration of what I'm doing here. And now let's get back to my my cutting and my sewing. I have to cut from this corner. I will take my hip measurement, and from my hip measurement, which would be circumference of the circle, I will calculate the radius. I'll put the measurement on the screen, but based on my calculation, the radius came out to be 16.7 something. So I'll just round it off, assume it's 17. Now if I have to have a final 17 centimeters radius, I'll cut for 16 centimeters, and then with 1 centimeter seam allowance, it would be 17 more or less. So that's the idea. So I will start cutting this portion. So because this is very slippery fabric, it's not very easy to handle. What I will do is I will take my pins and I will secure at least this area to make sure it is not moving. When I'm cutting, I'll get a perfect circle. So let's start with that. I checked my fabric stash because I wanted to have because I don't have sufficient fabric in this panel to make a belt, so I have to use different fabric for belt. Now more or less I have these three options. First is the plain white cotton. Second is this, where I have this yellow flower. I think it matches better. And then I have these this one, which is little uh, I think it's completely white panel with some red flower motifs. This one is not white; it's a cream base. So I think I don't like this one because the vibe is completely different. I like this one, and I like this one as well, but again this is completely white. This is, so I'm leaning towards this one, although the flower is yellow, but if you see there are some I don't know if it's coming on the camera, but there are some what pine cones. So the pine cone color is brown and the flower is also brown and yellow. So I think this matches, and the color also matches better. So I'll use this fabric, cut a belt, and what measurement I cut a belt of, I'll explain. Yeah, let's get started. I have already ironed my all the fabrics as a preparation, so I am done. I'll use this one, cut a belt, cut inner circle, and attach the belt with elastic, and then I think I'm done. So let's start. So I'll measure 16 inches, 16 centimeters from here. I think this is a little far off. I'll put it here. I'll measure 16 from here. So this is 16. I'll measure 16 from here as well. And then I have to make sure I keep my tape here, and I measure 16 all around, so that we get a nice curve. Instead of connecting these two, you have to make sure you're connecting with a nice curve so that you get a circle, not a square. So 16 here and 16. I think now I have enough markings, so I'll quickly mark it. Now, just to make sure I'm comfortable with the length I'll get, my bottom of this skirt is already done, so I can take measurement from there till the top, which comes out to be around 52 centimeters. With a sewing allowance of 1 centimeter, I will comfortably get a length of 51 centimeters. I am okay till I get a 50 centimeter length of skirt. So I think I'm comfortable. I'll just cut at the whatever marking I have done now. So this is cut. Now to get a measurement or get a sense of what how long do I need my waist belt for, I'll just take a quick, this is not like super precise, but at least you need to have a minimum of what you would need. So 15, 17, it comes out to be around 27. So 27th is quarter of the circumference. So 27 into 4 would be 108. So 108 I'll get as a circumference. So if I open, this is what the skirt will look like. Yeah. Now I just have to put a belt here, just to make it easier for me. I'm going to notch at the two ends so that I know what was my center I had taken. I don't think it's super important, but I'm just want to make sure I'm following some reference. So, and then the quarter also I want to mark. Yeah, so these are my notches which I have to use to put the belt on. Now this part is done. I will try it quickly before I put the belt, so that I am 100% certain that it is fitting me. So let's try it on. Yeah, so I have tried on the dress. I can comfortably put it over my hip, and I'm happy with the length of the skirt. Even if I want to change the length, I can always make folds on the bottom, but for now I'm happy. I'll just cut the belt for it. I need to have 108 centimeters overall length. So yeah, to be on the safer side, I will measure as 112, because I can always trim it later. So if I take this one, I have sufficient length, I think 112. So I'll yeah, my elastic which I'm using is around 1.25 inches. Yeah, let me measure my elastic also, just to make sure I am okay. So yeah, let me bring my elastic. My elastic is around 2.5 centimeters. So it is 2.5 centimeters. So my belt has to go around it twice, and with 2 centimeters of sewing allowance, I will need 5 plus 2, 7. So I'll need 7 centimeters of as a width. So 7 centimeters as width. Yeah, I'll take around 7.5, just so that the elastic has some wiggle room. So my intention of showing these steps are not teaching, because I also don't know if it will work out or not, but I did see some videos. I think yeah, madeeveryday.com. So I'll put her I put her channel somewhere here. I have seen a lot of her videos, and the same steps I am following. Basically, I have folded one side of the belt by a centimeter. I have pressed it. Now what I'll do, what she said, asked is to put the right side of the belt to the wrong side of the skirt, so that so this is what we are doing. So this is the right side of the belt. We are putting against the wrong side of the skirt. Now if you sew like this and you turn, then you get a then your right side comes towards the right side. So I think that's the intention. But again, I'll put her video in the description box. If you want to do something like this, please look at her uh, video. I think she goes into much more detail than I can actually show. So yeah, so I'll continue. What I will do is I'm using the pins. I'm just putting this belt all around the skirt. And once I have pinned it, I will go and stitch, and then yeah. So I have to just put pin. I have to do the stitching, turn, one more round of stitching, insert elastic, then pretty much I'm done. So yeah, I'll show the end result, but now I'll continue doing the next steps. So not a problem, but yeah, I see it as a concern. So when I cut this circle, when I cut this inner circle, it's unraveling. So what I thought, before pinning, I'll do first of all stay stitch. Stay stitch will allow it not to make it not to stretch first thing, and then this will also help in this unraveling which is happening here, so that it helps in my sewing. So yeah, I will do that first, and then I will pin, I will attach the belt, I will insert the elastic, I will finish it off, and then I'll show you how it looks like. So I did one seam for the belt. I have pressed it. Now what I have to do is I have to just fold one end, which I had already pressed before. I have to take this one folded edge, put it on top of my seam like so. So this is how the belt will look like. And I think it's sufficient for my elastic. Let's hope so. But yeah, to make my life easy, what I will do is I will first pin the entire belt like belt, and then I will sew so that it's more cleaner. You're supposed to leave this much gap to put the elastic in. Yeah, let's get started. Here is the final result. I love the way it turned out, and hopefully you like it too. Hope you like the process, and if you have any questions for me, do let me know. I'm not sure if I will be able to answer everything, but I will in whatever capacity I can. And yeah, hope you like the entire process. I certainly did, and it was good learning experience, certainly. And sewing on a circle, not easy, definitely, but I did it, and after 5 years of hoarding that fabric, I'm finally going to use this skirt this summers. With that, thank you and have a very nice day. Bye bye.